Yes!
I'm Rob, and I'm one half of the Cosplay Fever project. The MCM Expo is probably the biggest show that we go to. It's certainly the biggest event of its kind in the UK. A lot of the people who come to MCM, to the Expo, you see them around here, you see them all weekend. They wear fantastic costumes, like from robots to fursuits to skimpy costumes, everything from pop culture, anime, movies, video games and comics. It's kind of a visual treat.
Hello there!
I am Timothy Lunn, cosplay name Hitman X2. I wanted to call myself something really catchy and something that's easy to spell. Dressed as Hazamar, Unlimited Hazamar, aka Terami from Blaze Blue. He is pretty much the main bad guy of the franchise. I normally cosplay as the protagonist, but he just seemed like a really fun character.
Years and years ago, Jonathan Ross, he did a piece on cosplay. I mean, this is years before I was into cosplay. And then I saw this kid, and it was like this little kid dressed up as Colonel Sanders. And I thought, wow, that was really cute. That's a really clever idea. And I mean, at Expo, I mean, there's so much cosplay there. Everyone's always trying to think of the next big, amazing idea. And I'm like, guys, I decided my next Expo costume. And I was like, what's that? And I'm like, Colonel Sanders. And my sister, of course, cosplayed with me because we go to conventions together. I mean, she's even made her boyfriend she met from going to events as well. So she's like made a relationship because she's gone to anime events.
My name's Amy and I'm dressed as a chicken. It's kind of nice having a brother to cosplay with because of you don't have to go to events by yourself. So if you haven't never been to an event before, it's just like, yeah, I'm not alone.
If we're both brother and sister, I just went. I think I once saw on Nico McDonald's Miku Hassan from Vocaloid, and I was like, hey Amy, we should do a KFC and McDonald's like Vocaloid sort of thing. It's a singing program with all these cute little mascots for each voice. A lot of people do a lot of fan art, do a lot of fan songs using this program. The two characters will be known as Len and Rin, who are twins. My sister will be doing Rin as McDonald's, and I'll be doing Len as KFC, Colonel Sanders style. So really, it's an original design, and it's really interesting how it's going to come out because I don't know how people are going to take it. Are they going to get it? It's just one of those things. It's a bit of fun. It's what I'm trying to see it as.
Brothers and sisters, they always argue. They never want to. That's what they tell ya. They never can stay mad at each other for long. I got a brother. His name was Jimmy. When he was younger, he was too skinny. We never could stay mad at each other for long.
And I guess the other person I always looked up to is Granny Gertrude.
I'm Granny Gertrude. I'm half of the MCM cosplay team. I'm the louder but less talented half of the team. Each entry, whether it's a single person or a group, will get interviewed by a pair of judges who are themselves cosplayers, respected within the community, and therefore have the chance to study the costume up close and discuss exactly how it was made. And we're very much more about the craftsmanship and the creativity, not just about how good it looks up on stage. There is still an element of that, so the judges will be at the front of the stage, the costumes will also be displayed there, and we have a number of what we call style points, and that is for acting in character, pulling off great poses, the way the costume moves while on stage. All that taken together is, along with how it's constructed, is then used to assess the winners.
I'm Ty, I work in Sainsbury's. This is Jack Bizarius from Pandora Hearts. He's sort of the ancestor of the main character. He's kind of the mystical character that you don't really know what he's doing and why he's there. And I just liked him because you don't really know whether to like him or not, because you don't really know what's going on. I'm cosplaying Raiden from Metal Gear Solid Rising, which is an upcoming game for the Xbox 360. And I chose to do that character because I've played through all the games. It's been like a long running sort of fandom of that. And I just wanted to capture one of the characters as well as I could.
Tell us about your costume.
It's Raiden from Metal Gear Solid Rising.
Yeah.
I made the whole costume myself.
Yeah.
And it's made from fiberglass. And I made all of the fiberglass armour and all that, and I just did the whole thing. Made the shoes, the props. I really wanted to do the character, but he's quite armoured. And the previous person, one other person I know of, has done it. And he used fabric, but it looked kind of weird because it's supposed to be armour, and when you use fabric it just looks wrong. I decided I would just kind of like jump into fiberglass, and it was either going to work or it wasn't going to work. And it didn't work as well as I was originally hoping, but it's good considering it was the first time I did it, and it took solidly 2 weeks just to fiberglass the armour, so it was quite a long stretch of time.
This is my brain. Hello.
Are you ready?
Sorry.
great so far. Now, his body may be a machine, but his heart is human. Tai Aihara as Raiden from Metal Gear Solid Rising. Like a bit of Metal Gear Solid here?
Definitely. Wow. So, team, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm getting hyped. Just getting everything in place.
Are you nervous?
Little.
So, performing we've seen here on the Expo stage many times before. Hitman X2 and Amy are here to show us that Vocaloids have sold out again. Welcome Rem and Len, the sellouts, to the stage. Thank you very much, guys. Always a pleasure to see you here at Expo.
I've made a lot of friends cosplaying. Most of my friends don't dress up, and they kind of find the idea of it odd, but I've made a lot of friends by cosplaying.
My real name is Neil Lockwood, but most people know me as Zariel. It's the nickname that I've gone by for a long time now. Each time I make a new costume, I really have difficulty just going, yeah, that character's cool, I'll make that. I sit and I think, you know, well, how can I sort of like improve on the last costume that I made? So I sit and I just watch all my DVDs and I sort of like say, oh yeah, that'd be great, that'd be cool. And I came to a point where I was like, I really need to sort of like advance it again. And I saw the Skeksis in Dark Crystal and I thought, yeah, I want to make one of them.
I honestly, I cannot say anything. I'm just going to go off stage. Seriously. You'll see why very shortly, but I cannot say anything.
Now, I've dressed up as Kermit the Frog, which is, of course, from Jim Henson's productions. Now, Jim Henson has got some far more complicated things than Kermit the Frog, and this is something I wouldn't even know where to start with. Please, let's have a huge round of applause for Zariel as Skeksil the Chamberlain from Dark Crystal.
something hard to believe that you're wanting one thing. That's okay, cause I got something for you. Well, you talk so rough that I know you mean nothing. Come on over here and I'll show you something. You're my drug and I'm loving everything you do. Well, I know you are here for one night only. I said, hey, hey, what you thinking? What you thinking? When you wanted me. I said, hey, hey, what you doing? What you doing? When you wanted me, telling me uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, what you thinking? What you thinking? When you wanted me. I said, hey, hey, what you doing? What you doing? When you wanted me, telling me undeniably. I said, hey.
We've had an amazing qualifier today at the Expo. I think you can all agree all of our costumers have been absolutely fantastic. Give a big hand to everyone.
Yeah.
The judges have made their decision. I've got it right here. The British qualifier from the London MCM Expo in May for Euro Cosplay 2011 is going to Neil Lockwood
Yeah.
for his Skexil.
Well done, Neil.
Big hand for Neil.
Well done, Neil. I don't know if we'll be able to hear you in there, Neil. But let me just try and get a mic to you. But how do you feel right now?
Very hot.
Lovely audience, lovely bunch of cosplayers. I've done masquerades where it's been really hard to work the audience. These guys were here to support the cosplayers, and that was fantastic. Didn't have to work them incredibly hard at all. This just really makes my life easier.
Yeah. All good though. Well done.
Cheers all.